Thank everybody for coming and good morning. I want to begin by identifying and recognizing the people standing behind me. Colonel Stephen O'Donnell of Rhode Island State Police, Commissioner Stephen Perry from the City of Providence, Special Agent in charge of the FBI, Rick Delorier, John McAdams from my office, Assistant U.S. Attorney Terrence Donnelly from my office, FBI Special Agent Jim Picavage, and Providence Police Detective Jack Whalen. In May of last year, we stood in this room to announce that Joseph Birchfield, Raymond Douglas, and John Zamorano, all of them at the time North Providence Town Councilmen, had been charged by this office with bribery and extortion. Subsequently, two bagmen, Edward Imundi and Robert Cerisi Esquire, were charged in connection with that bribery and extortion scheme. We can now stand here today and say that justice has been swift and it has been sure. All five men stand convicted. All five men stand convicted of all the crimes with which they were charged. With the exception of Mr. Cerisi, all have been sentenced, and Mr. Cerisi's day will be here soon. Greed is never good. It is particularly offensive when it manifests itself in those who hold the public trust. Mr. Birchfield, Mr. Douglas, and Mr. Zamorano took an oath to serve the people of the town of North Providence. Instead, to line their own pockets, they engaged in a scheme to victimize them, recruiting cohorts along the way. They received stiff sentences, and those sentences are well-deserved. While the sentencing hearings that we have observed over the last 2 days took minutes, putting these cases together took months. There are no shortcuts in a public corruption investigation. The experienced, dedicated people standing behind me, in particular Assistant United States Attorneys John McAdams and Terrence Donnelly, and FBI Special Agent James Picavage, have invested their time and talent in ways that the public will never know to see that justice was done here. They have my admiration and they have my thanks. There are others whose contributions must be acknowledged. They are the everyday citizens who see a wrong and try to right it. One of those citizens is Paul Caranci. He saw that his fellow town councilmen, 3 of them, were utterly corrupt, and he came forward. He did what I would ask all good Rhode Islanders to do, and he is not alone. As I have said before, this investigation is not over. There is more work to be done, and we will do it. Thank you.